that is already looking good. That's that. And look at that. Alexa off. Hey, it's Anissa from COCO'S TV, and we are here on NYSSA'S Homestead. And today we're going to be learning how to preserve some basil. I have a lot of basil that I've currently been dehydrating, but I learned that we can do like a herb salt, and I have a ton of Himalayan salt that I can use. Well, not a ton, but I have Himalayan salt that we can use, and I thought we could do that today and kind of learn how to preserve some herbs there, because you can basically use the same method with any kind of herbs. And then I also need to make some sun tea, and I have 2 recipes that I wanted to share with you guys. So if you're interested, continue watching. If you're new here, hi, my name is Anissa, and this is NYSSA'S Homestead, where we do all things homestead, all things prepper pantry related in a suburban home. That's basically what we do. So I'm currently jarring up my dehydrated green beans. So I had some frozen green beans that I got from Walmart, and they were on clearance, and I think they did really well. I think we can add these into soup. We can just do a lot of things. I like how quick they dehydrated. So I think I'm gonna start getting frozen veggies and going from there. I also did do some bell peppers. I love the way the house smelled. It smelled like a fresh, what do you call it? Like a fresh meal in a jar. I don't know how to call it, but it smelled really nice in here. I am currently making dinner at the same time. So because we're having dinner, hopefully the tea will be ready by the time dinner's ready, and we could just kind of go from there. So if you're interested, continue watching. All right, y'all, so for our first sun tea recipe, you're just gonna need some peaches. I have 5. I may or may not need to use them. Just wash them and call it a day. I went ahead and picked some basil up from my garden, and then you're just gonna need any kind of iced tea, tea bags that you like. I like this brand. This is the Chestnut Hill iced tea. You get this for $1 at your local Family Dollar. So we're basically gonna be making our own version of this Lipton Island Mango Peach. I don't have any mango, but I do have basil and peach, and I think that's gonna taste amazing. So first, we're just gonna go ahead and cut up our peaches. It does not have to be perfect. If you know me at all, look at those peaches. You see that? They don't have to be perfect. You can cut them in big chunks like this, and you're just gonna put them in your jar. You're gonna need a clean jar. I already have some water in mine, just so I can gauge what I actually need in there and what I don't need. So I'm gonna go ahead and cut these peaches up, throw them in my jar along with my basil, and then we'll start the next recipe. Okay, stay with me. It's super easy. This is what we do. You can use this, do this before you go to work in the morning. Let it sit out all day, and when that winter comes and you do something like this, you get you a good reminder of the summer in the middle of that winter. Okay, but I love this on a good hot summer day, especially if all the kids are going back to school. You can go to work, put this outside, come back, and your kids have a nice refreshing drink. You just have to add some ice and it'll be all done. The longer it sits, the better, but I think 4 hours is a good amount of time for everything to steep in and get familiarized and blended with each other. So, and then whatever kind of sweetener you want to add after if you want to add your honey. We are here in the South, so we're going to use a good amount of sugar. I'm using a quart size jar, and you're just going to take your leaves and put them in there. My hands are washed, y'all. This is my tea. I'm going to drink it. It will be fine, okay? If you're mad about a little dirt, you got other things to worry about, babes, all right? Oh my gosh, this basil smells so good. This one's a little dirty here. I don't know what's going on with that one, but we're gonna leave that one out for sure. That looks like, cause it's not wiping off when I washed it. But we are gonna keep the stems for any kind of broth and things of that such. So let me go ahead and finish chopping these peaches up, put my tea bag on, and then we'll start the next one. All right, love, so we have our peach tea done. Now we're about to go ahead and start our hibiscus spice tea. So for this, you're just gonna need 2 of your little oranges. These are just like the little cuties that you usually get, nothing too crazy. And then about a cup of hibiscus. I'm gonna go ahead and use the rest of that in there. And I have 1 cinnamon stick, so I'm gonna go ahead and use that. You use more or less, or however you wanna do it. This is how I'm doing it. Usually I just use the peels, but all my peels I used for a cleaner that I did. I made a, what you call that? Yeah, I just made like a vinegar cleaner, and I infused it with some of my rosemary in the garden. And yeah, so I don't have enough peels to make this tea, but what I'll do is I'll use the whole orange and the peels just to get a little something going in there. And we'll kind of smush those up, put those peels in there. Let's go ahead and put that stick in the middle of there. Throw in our hibiscus. And then I'm gonna go ahead and put 2 tea bags in this one as well, just because I like it a little stronger. Use 1, 2, 4, however many you like. Like I said, we're in the South, baby, so we like it a little strong and a little sweet, okay? Let me finish this up, and I'll get back to you guys when I finish up with this one. I finished both teas. I'm about to go out there and harvest up some of my basil, and then we're gonna come back inside. But I'm gonna show you guys what the teas look like now, and then we'll do it before. So right now, this is what the peach tea is looking like. That is already looking so yummy, so delicious. All the basil is at the top. You see that? That's already looking good and brew. The color is already changing. And then we have the hibiscus tea. Do y'all see that color? Do y'all see that color? It's that spice hibiscus tea. And look at that. That is beautiful. So we're gonna go ahead, set these outside for about 4 hours and go pick out that basil. I'll see you in the garden. All right, guys, so I have my sun tea over there. I just want to kind of give you guys an update. So these are my sweet potatoes. They're finally getting some action. These are my pumpkins. Look, we have a little friend here. Hey, friend. I'll call her Lizzie. Hey, Lizzie. And so I'm thinking about doing just like a little arch just here, but I don't want it to go over my neighbor, so I'm not sure yet. So we might just do one little V like that here. And then we're gonna be harvesting some of this basil here. And then we have mint. These are my tomatillo plants. They are starting to flower, but I had to take out my cucumber plant because a lot of the pest was kind of coming onto here. These are just These just need some water, so that's why they're drooping like that. I promise you they are fine. So they're finally starting to get some flowers. So I have been self-pollinating them with a Q-tip. I have my mint coming back in. Some of my peppers, my bell peppers are starting to come in. So I'm excited about that. My spinach is literally going crazy here. I have that going, and this is that beautiful sweet lavender. I wish I could smell it through the phone. It smells so good. And then we have some more basil. Ignore this towel here, but we're gonna go ahead and harvest from this plant and that one over there. Back, I went ahead and washed them. I do have them soaking in the water. I did find a few bugs in them, but it should be fine. I just picked them off and called it a day. And so we're just gonna take the leaves. So I rinsed them and then I soaked them. So now we're just gonna take the leaves, put it in a blender. We're gonna go ahead and not make it into a paste, but just kind of finely get it chopped up. We just want the leaves, not the stems. We can save the stems and propagate it and let them gain some roots and plant it again. Or you can save the stems and use it for a broth or a tea, dehydrate it and put it in a tea. I can show you guys what my dehydrated basil looks like after I'm done putting this on the blender. So now that I have that in the oven, I did want to show you guys my basil that I have drying. This is literally just a piece of art, and this is a coffee straw, and I used some hair ties to tie the basil to the straw, and it's just been hanging here, and now they're nicely crisp. You can skip the oven step if you already have dried basil. You just have to blend it up with the salt and do it that way. So that's all you would have to do instead of doing the oven. So if you have dried basil, that's what you can do instead. Or if you don't have a dehydrator or you just don't want to wait for it to be in the oven, you can use this method. All right, guys, thank you so much for watching. And I hope you learned something today. I learned something today. I learned that we can preserve basil indefinitely, dehydrating it, putting it in the oven, and blending it with some salt, especially with the benefits of Himalayan salt. I found out that we can go ahead and get our juice, our sugar fix through some tea, and also get the benefits of a cocktail, or a mocktail, I should say, without harming our body. Isn't that a plus? We learned a lot today. Comment down below what you learned today, or if you want to add on to this video. If you want more videos like this, there will be a playlist at the end of this video. And don't forget to like, comment, and subscribe, and hit that post notification bell so you know every time I am posting. I hope to see you guys in the next one.